So today, I'm going to talk about a sensitive topic: suicide. In recent times, we've had a lot of stories of people that have committed suicide. At one time, the Third Mainland Bridge seemed to be the place of choice. What are the reasons that people commit suicide? Why do people think that they have to go down that route? um a lot of the times we sit back and just pass comments, say things, and until it gets to your doorstep, and then you have a totally different perspective on it. And so one day I'm sitting down and I get a text message from my little sister. I call her little sister. I met her in Abuja a couple of years back, up to about 7 8 years ago. And a relationship built. She actually was the one that put a lot more into the relationship, but it was apparently for that day. That was the reason we had the relationship. And she said, that's it, I'm done. Please take care of my kids. I said, what? Take care of which kids? How? Where are you going? So immediately I tried to call, and the call wouldn't go through. She switched off the phone. I panicked, tried to find her, any other person who knew how I could get across to her, and I couldn't. I decided, okay, I'll probably have to go to where she told me she lived. I couldn't even remember the address, to show you that at that point, that was when I became remorseful. And anyway, she's here today. She's agreed to share her story, but of course, with her identity withheld. For a lot of reasons. But she's insisting on sharing her story because she wants to help people who probably are at the end of their own rope, and tell her story, how she got there, how she came back, the lessons she learned, and where she's at. Please share it, because you never know who might be in dire straits and needs to hear from someone who has gone down that route. So hi, Lily. So we're just going to, we're going to just be straight about it. It's not for you to be ashamed or embarrassed. And I just want to say thank you so much for agreeing to do this. And so I'll just get right to it. I'll ask you questions and answer that. What happened that day, or what happened that led up to that day when you sent that text message out saying you were done, you were leaving, and we should take care of your children?
Okay, it happened on the 15th of March. Um, well, before then, like in the morning, my usual Monday fasting. So I was actually fasting that day, but I wasn't into wanting to pray, and I know I've been feeling like this for the past 1 week before that day, and so I didn't feel like praying. I just sat down and said, okay, I want to have a conversation with God. Not going on my knees. I just want to sit down and just have that conversation. So in my conversation, I was just thanking him for everything he's done for me and all of that. And then at that moment, I just realized that God has been really, really faithful, and I've not been faithful. So I just in the twinkle of an eye, everything around me changed. It was a dark room. I was alone in the room. My kids had gone to school. And then I started seeing myself worthless. That's the truth is that your kids can actually do more better than you. Do more better without you. They will have a better life without you. And then I started remembering my past mistakes I've made, and I just felt, oh, those mistakes, because I was actually going through a book that says that you are where you are because of where you have seen yourself to be 5 years ago. So I started, judging myself, that the mistakes I've actually made in life, not being in marriage and all of that, making mistakes with kind of choices, my choices were actually very bad. It's as a result of me. And then it went on again. That thought in my head telling me that God don't even trust you to want to put so much into your hands. You have a business that you're running, you blow it. Even what you're even doing now, you don't even know how far you can go with it. And then you are in need today because you had quite some money and you've actually lavished it. And the truth is that if you ask me how much this money is, it's actually nothing. But then condemnation set in.
Okay.
So I started seeing myself as worthless.
Okay.
And then everything I thought I was, everything I thought I am, I just told myself that was a lie. You know, being strong, being a good mom, being... So I just hearing voices in my head that it was a lie. And at that point, you know what? You must just take the bow. You're not fit to be here. Now,
so do you think it's a mental health issue? Was it a mental health issue, or was it that a lot of things had just piled up?
A lot of things have piled up. I had my rent.
Okay.
And my landlord was really making it a whole issue. Sent a lawyer to me. And again, because of that sense of, I've never been in that position before where I'm owing a landlord till 4 or 5 months.
So it was pride?
Paid. Yes, pride.
Okay.
So I've not paid. And then this money is, and I'm like, what's going on? Why am I not having this money?
Okay.
And because I've had this confidence that over time that I paid my rent, I either pay before the due date.
Okay.
Or just few days after the due date.
So now you have condemned yourself. You feel that you are at the end of your rope. You feel your children can do without you.
Yeah.
And so you, at that point, you just decided to end it all.
And again, another thing, apart from all that, I just felt, okay, I've worked so hard. I've been in the streets of Abuja, doing 1 or 2 things, you know, hustling to make ends meet. And I just felt I'm not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be bigger than where I am right now.
So how were you going to end it? What was your weapon of choice?
Okay, no, fine, because it wasn't like a pre-thought. It just happened, like a twinkle of an eye.
Okay.
That you should end it here. And then I remember that I had one rat poison that I bought a long time ago. So I only used a sachet and I had 2 sachets left. So I just thought, okay, that would do.
Why did you send out the message? Was it a cry for help?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't want to send that message because I felt I didn't want anybody to have pity. Or it is that you're calling people to come and help you. If you want to commit suicide, go ahead and commit suicide. Why are you sending message to people? But then I thought about my children, that they're in school. Okay, somebody has to pick them up. So too many thoughts. Okay, why not wait until when they're back from school? When they come back from school, then you can get into the bathroom and just end it there. At least give them that last honor. Instead of leaving them to be in school, because they're going to wait for you till like 6 p.m. Maybe somehow someone from school will now bring them home. So I thought of it. But I can't treat them this way.
Yeah.
Let me just send a message.
So how is it, Lily, you are here today? Because clearly, well, you are here, so you didn't commit the suicide. What happened? What changed?
Okay, when I sent that message, everything in my head was just telling me, I was crying for my obituary. I was crying for a lot of people that were disappointed in me.
Okay.
A lot of people are looking up to me, and people could actually commit suicide too by me committing suicide. Because they will just feel she has been strong. If as strong as she is, and you know, she's this easygoing person, if she's this and she can actually commit suicide, then what else do I have left?
Okay.
So I thought of that also.
Okay.
And
what changed?
in what aspect?
Why didn't you commit suicide? How did you come back from the brink?
So I was waiting.
You took it?
No. I already put it inside the water.
Okay.
Had my cup, but I was crying. I knew I was going to go to hell.
Sorry. Well, I'm happy you're laughing.
So I was crying. I was crying how my cups would be taken to the village. I was crying, my children. So I was just like asking God to forgive me for this. And then I heard my door so loud, banging, so loud, banging so loud,
Go.
And then it was a friend. She was hitting that door so loud that I just could not control myself anymore. So I said, okay, let me just go check the door. And then that was how she came in.
What are the 3 things that you have learnt from this experience? 3 things that if you to share with people who have found themselves at what they feel is the end, the last bus stop. What were the 3 things?
Okay, first, I was sorry because I didn't have any right to take my life.
Okay.
Because I didn't give myself that life. So then, secondly, I just felt I wasn't appreciative.
Okay.
I wasn't content.
Okay.
With what it is that I have. That God has been good to me. And I'm calling him an infidel. Because a man that cannot take care of his household is worse than an infidel. So I'm actually telling God that you're not taking care of me enough. So I want to end the life I didn't even give myself.
Interesting. And what's the 3rd thing?
Then the 4th thing is being ungrateful. I think I've said that.
It would be somebody knocked on your door.
Yeah. The 3rd thing I realized, first, I realized that I have good relationship.
Okay.
Because I sent that message to 25 people and everybody responded like immediately. Everybody reached out, left what it is that they were doing, left work. They were in the middle of work and they left work, driving down to my place. Then I realized that I have what cannot be bought.
Okay.
Good relationship. God has blessed me with that.
Have things improved in your life?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes. Because one, suicide is really not an option.
Okay.
It's not a way out of life.
Okay.
I've learned also to talk to people.
Ask for help.
Not to just there's this thing about you talking to people and then everybody's telling you that that's the truth. People will just say, in fact, by the time you're telling somebody your problem, the person is also telling you theirs. They will tell you that, in fact, they are not even telling you their own. They will tell you 1,001 people out there that are going through worse than you.
Yeah.
That worse problem than yours. And I feel that is not good. Because I've learned also that if somebody comes to me, I will just
listen,
and then if I can't help at that particular time, there's hope. Yes. I'm like, okay, let's look at it. Let's see how things unfold.
So if you were talking to someone in your position now, let's say I want to commit suicide, what would you tell me in 30 seconds?
Okay. What I would say is, the truth about it is that there's no 2 person like you on earth, and you have a lot to give to your generation. And if you leave, we have more than 1 million people that are looking up to you that might not succeed because you decide to live this way.
Lucia, I would like to thank you so much for being this honest and open. We might have a follow-up on this, but I'm glad to see that you're in a far better place. And please, as she has said it, suicide is not the option. I hope her story will inspire someone, will help someone, and not to go down this route. Ask for help. Remove the toga of pride. Come out. Let's help. So Lily, I just want to thank you so much. All right. Follow us on Diary of a Stupid Woman on our IG and YouTube channel, and thank you for watching. Let's have your comments. Thank you.